Hey guys, what's up? This is the Demon Corpse, and it's been a while. Emergencies, it's just crazy. It's pretty nuts what's been going on the last couple of weeks. But I think everything's gonna be normal for now. But I will be gone for Christmas to be with family. You know, the usual. You gotta be with family. It's important. But besides that, the Callisto Protocol got released back on December the 2nd, and people are complaining about it. And I am like, okay. And I watched the whole game, and yeah, it's not that long of a game. It's like 6 hours long. By looking at videos, and it's massively edited when you watch those videos on YouTube because they take out a lot of areas. But it may be more than like maybe like 10 hours ish. It differs for like if you're playing the game new and you've never played a Dead Space game before. It has that Dead Space vibe, and by looking at it, it has a vibe of Dead Space 1, 2, and 3 together. And they put it, and it's, I don't know if it's trying to be the Dead Space killer. I think it's just supposed to be something like Dead Space because it's been a very long time since we've had something like Dead Space, since I believe 2013. It's been, you add it up, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 22. It's been like almost 10 years, a decade, let's just say. It's been a while since we've had another Dead Space. If Dead Space came out in 2013, maybe it came out in 2012, but. And in my opinion on Dead Space 3, I think it's a really great game. I give it a 9 out of 10. I do not care what people say. Like, the game is fun. I played the game like 4 times. And yeah, it's. Like, it still scares me a couple of times in some areas. Like, it does give me that vibe, like, oh my gosh, I may die. Like, but it's a great game. Like, I just don't get it. I know the microtransactions, but that's the thing. And I think I've said before in another video, but when I first played through Dead Space, I didn't know there were microtransactions. I found out like a couple of years later, because after I completed the game by myself, I I was like, dang, this game is fun, and I was so confused. I'm like, why are people bashing this game? Like, this game is fun. I'm like, yeah, the let's just say the Awakening ending was stupid. And I hope that we do get Dead Space 4 at some point, maybe after we make Dead Space 2 and 3. And come on, it's and I don't know. It's gonna be difficult how they're gonna make a Dead Space 4, but I'm still am hyped for the Dead Space game. I'm still very hyped, and I may make a video about like if it's worth $70 just by seeing some new gameplay footage we have seen of the new Dead Space game. It looks really good, and yeah, like and then like a couple of years later, I saw like the bad reviews, and I looked down and there was microtransactions, and I was shocked. I was like, dang, I didn't know that, but it's still a good game. I still give it a 9 out of 10. The only reason why I don't give it a full blown 9 out of 10 is because of the actual DLC. Like that whole stupid ending. Like, oh, everything you do is nothing. Like, oh, everyone dies still. That's really what it says. So that's why I never really gave it a 10 out of 10. I would totally give it a 10 out of 10. There's no bugs as I've seen. It's just a fun game. Yeah, it's not like other Dead Spaces, but that's what's happening. Isaac is not like the guy from the first game who's all like, "Oh my goodness, I don't know what to do." He knows what he is doing. Like that's what's going to happen. It's the same people who complain about Call of Duty becoming more advanced to the point where we got Infinite Warfare, and then people complain. It's just no one knows what they want. That's the thing, sadly. But back to the Callisto Protocol, I think it looks. I've seen the whole game, the gameplay. I do need to play it. I wasn't gonna buy it on day one. The reason why is because like when I was looking at the game, I was actually beginning to buy it, but then I saw on the EU versions day one edition, and I'm like, day one edition, and I was like, I'm just gonna wait just to see what they do, because they're gonna make it a weird ass Game of the Year edition. Because at this point, what even is a Game of the Year edition? At this point, the most crappiest game can get the Game of the Year edition for no reason at all. But still, it looks really fun. Though all its frame rate issues, and I do think that has its that has its problems. And I do feel sad for the PC gamers. I really do because they always get a bad port when a game launches. That should not be acceptable in my opinion. It should be a good port. And I'm gonna say this right now, and I probably should have thought of this because I didn't really think of it. They should have just canceled the PS4 and Xbox One versions and just kept it as a Series X and PS5 title because it's just working on these old VHS consoles is it's just not worth it. It just isn't because it's extra time and like if you have the time, and I think they did have the time, they just wanted to release it early because they did not want to face against Dead Space because Dead Space is going to sell a lot, even if it's $70. And yeah, that's why the game's buggy, and I kind of knew that when I saw Day 1 edition, I was thinking of a lot of other games, and I was like, yeah, it's gonna be buggy when it launches, isn't it? And then the whole DLC controversy, that was all a bunch of crap that was not even true. That's what I know. I know it's not true, but it's just something that really like. I don't know why people like to bash these games. It's so dumb. And it's not gonna get Game of the Year. It's not. I don't get the whole gay awards. I'm gonna call it that because it's just I don't get it. Crappy awards, shit awards. Like I don't get it. I just don't like. My opinion. My favorite game I played was probably South Park: The Stick of Truth, and I played to the game. I give that Game of the Year because I liked it. It was fun. It was funny as hell. I know that came out years ago, but hey, I gave it Game of the Year 2022, and people can fight over it if they want to because I don't. I just don't get it. I just don't. But play the games you want to play, and if you want to pay the $70 for the Callisto Protocol on the Series X or PS5, but I would say the PS5 version, as I've heard, is the best version. Do I think all this was a attack on Xbox? No, it's not. It's just they had to find more time, and they wanted to work on the PS5 version, and that's I don't blame them. They have four versions, well, five versions of this game they're working on the VHS consoles, and then the new consoles, and then the PC version. I think they should have worked on the PC version and tried to find time to work on every version. But hey, they're not a big studio, so I gotta give them some slack. They're not like other studios that can like fix these games easily. But the game will get updates, and we may get some DLC, and that'll be amazing. Because the ending was interesting. I am hyped for a sequel, and I am worried that because of what's happening to this game. And before you guys say, "Oh, but you didn't buy, you're not supporting it," well, guess what? I don't like supporting day one releases because they're buggy as hell. Like, what you want me to do? Like, if the game isn't complete at launch, I'm not gonna really care. Like Persona 5 Royal, that game I got because that is a complete game. Like, it's comes with everything. It's called Persona 5 Royal. So I got that one because it was complete. Like if you got a problem with that, then oh well, I can't really say nothing to you, but suck a dick. That's all I gotta say anyway. But yeah, but besides that, I it's gonna be interesting what will happen to this game, and it's gonna be a whole versus series of which one was better, the Callisto Protocol or Dead Space remake. I don't know. I By looking at the Callisto Protocol right now, and by looking at the whole game, and watching a full ass walkthrough of the game, I would give it a around a 7 or 8 out of 10 to be nice. A 7 or 8 out of 10. Like it has its bugs, but it does not deserve a 5 out of 10. I've seen people give it a 5 out of 10 or a 6. It deserves a 7 or an 8. It does not it deserves a B plus. I'm being well, maybe a minus. I'll put a B minus. That's where it belongs. A B minus. It's not, and it's going to be improved later on. That's just how it is. And they may make a complete edition, and by then if it's all on the actual disc, I'll buy that version. But besides that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, share, and subscribe. And I hope you guys are hyped for more horror games coming out because we got a lot of horror games coming out this next couple of months, and then next year. It's gonna be nuts, let's just say. But I'm hyped. Hope you guys are hyped too. But Like, share, and subscribe. If you want to support me, go to my Odyssey channel. That's where I really try to post everything I can onto that platform. And hope you guys enjoy more than I do. See you, scavengers.